How's it going, everyone? I'm Draelik, and welcome back. Today we are watching episode 1132. We just got done with 1131. It was another very solid episode. Almost like I mean, it really wasn't a setup episode, but I think the last couple episodes have set up for this particular episode. A lot of time has passed, especially last episode. We went through like 25 years. So now we have Ginny. She gets captured by who knows who. Some random. They only showed like his feet when he was walking up. So I have no idea who captured her, but she's captured. The Revolutionary Army is gonna try and get her back. I don't know what's gonna happen. We still have to have Bonnie born, which I don't think has happened yet. So there's a lot going on. And the past like 4 episodes, this entire backstory has just blown by. Every episode feels like it's 2 minutes. So we are just going to hop right into it. Let's go. Baltigo. This is a base that got destroyed, right? Oh, maybe not. I don't know what I'm remembering. That was Kuma. And Kuma's gonna go. So they still haven't. I wonder how much time has passed. Celestial Dragon, of course. This is the side we have not seen of Kuma yet. Just anger or sadness. Looks like he's gotten really good with his devil fruit. He doesn't even care. This was like his whole goal, but because Jenny's gone, like he doesn't even care what he's doing now. Two years. Hey, what the fuck? It's on her face. Oh, she went back to the sorbet? Oh, no, no. Oh, he knows maybe? The dragon has his tattoo. Just got goosebumps. Is he gonna try and heal her? Man, the soundtrack. Sabani's father's a celestial dragon. Not, well, blood-wise. Oh, man. I just gotta learn how to be a dad. He's got some life back in him. Time's passing again. Our first words. How tight. She's already grown up. He's got his jacket. Was he always wearing that? I don't think so. Hey, he's got her in a cage to make sure she don't get taken. Oh, he's fighting Sabo. What the? Oh no, she has that thing on her face. She always had? No, I don't think she always did. And that's where her piercing is too. Like genetically, she has this disease now. I can see already how this is gonna happen. He's gonna get in touch with Vegapunk now to try and cure her. That's my prediction. Yep. What? That's a crazy thing to say right away. I mean, even though it's true, why would you say that? They don't even know what it is. I like Dragon. Neener, neener. The little sound she made. Okay, she is kind of like a vampire. She can't go out. Well, here we go. It's never good when a candle goes out. Kuma just does not catch a break, man. How they get? How's this guy still around? All right, that was episode 1132. This is definitely more of a depressing episode for sure. We got Ginny's death. I think a lot of us that were paying attention saw this coming. I didn't think it would happen that quick. Pretty much the next time we saw Ginny, she was pretty much dead, which sucks. And it was pretty sad. There were definitely a couple scenes that I felt the sadness at the back of my throat. I was like, "Don't you do it!" It was that soundtrack that kicked in when what's it called? When Sanji or when Luffy was yelling at Sanji when he kicked him in the carriage in Whole Cake Island, whatever soundtrack that's called. Every single time that kicks in, I get goosebumps, and it always makes me, I don't know, emotional, I guess. Yeah, man, Kuma cannot catch a break. I mean, I kind of figured. I mean, not only did we have Ginny's death, he didn't see her. She got captured, and for 2 years, they pretty much had almost no information other than she got captured by a celestial dragon, which he is like the worst case scenario because he knows specifically how bad that is, and his whole life's goal got completely turned upside down, where he wanted to go out to sea and help people and just, heal the world pretty much. And he was doing that, but couldn't even enjoy it because of, the situation with Ginny. You could tell, I mean, he just went and saved a whole people and he didn't care at all. He was just solely focused on Ginny, which really shows how much he loved her. And I think maybe there was even a little bit of regret of like not taking her up on the fact that they wanted to get married. So that kind of sucks. And we find out that Bonnie is not actually blood related to Kuma. At least we don't. I mean, I don't think so. Like, I'm like 99% sure, unless it's gonna be some like weird twist that they are. But so Celestial Dragon got with Ginny. They had a kid. And then Ginny came down with this rare, incurable disease. And it killed her pretty quick. I mean, she got it, and within a couple years' time, she died. And now Bonnie has it, and it's, Kuma's doing everything in his power to not make it progress. But we find out at the end of the episode that it's inevitable. Eventually, it's going to progress. And at the current time, there's no cure for it. So she's got at most 5 years to live. Now, I can't remember, but I'm going to go back in the episode here real quick. So how old Bonnie is. I got to find it here. All right, it says 7 years ago from current time, right? 7 years ago, and Bonnie is 5 years old. I just want to put this together. Maybe not all of us saw this, but if Bonnie is 5 years old 7 years ago, that means current Bonnie is 12 years old. Am I doing that math right? Am I mistaken there? I don't think I am. So, which makes sense a little bit because, I mean, I thought it was just Vegapunk saying, older people will just call pretty much anyone a kid. They'll call someone that's 50 years old a kid if they're 70, right? But when Bonnie gets picked up by Saturn, in the episode they begin the backstories, I'm like 98% sure he's like, stop, she's just a kid. Like, what are you doing? So I actually think she's 12 years old, but because of her devil fruit, or whatever happens with her within these next 5 or so years, or 7 years, maybe her age was like forced forward? I have no idea. Maybe this whole point could be, I could be off here, but I'm pretty sure she's 5 years old here. Time passed, and when Bonnie was 5, she's in the church, and that's current. No more time passes in the episode. She's 5 years old until the end of the episode, and this is 7 years ago. 12 years old. That's what I'm going with right now. So either her devil fruit, And then what I believe is going to end up happening is Dragon is going to somehow get in touch with Vegapunk. And Vegapunk's obviously the smartest dude in the world. He's going to figure out some way to keep Bonnie alive. That either maybe progresses her life a little bit forward. So, whatever. Maybe that devil fruit helps with it. Or maybe he just figures out a cure that does something. But the Bonnie we know, looks to be like a full-grown adult. So, and she has the earring right next to her, where the stones are growing out of her face right now, which is interesting. So maybe that earring specifically is like maybe even made of the stone. I have no idea. I don't know what's going to end up happening here. There's a lot of little twists and turns. It took me a second when I first saw that. I was like, is Bonnie way younger than we actually think? As far as time is progressing, because Kuma's coming up on, 7 years ago. I mean, so 7 years ago, Kuma was still a full-fledged, he was not a robot at all. So that is probably going to be the next episode, I would assume. Or at least we're going to meet Vegapunk, or Saturn's going to come into play. Very interesting. Again, the shit with Ginny was very sad. And, you just see the comparisons between Ginny and Bonnie. And, that makes Kuma sad because he thinks back of like how, the love he had for Ginny and seeing how Bonnie is and how she's very similar in some aspects. It's obviously very sad. So, again, another banger episode. Flew by. I cannot wait. I don't know if there's filler or, I have no idea what's going to end up coming out next week. I'm currently filming this on Tuesday. So I'll start editing. I don't know when I'll put these episodes out. I think I'm going to do 1 and 1. I don't think I'm going to combine these because as far as like copyright stuff goes, I have no idea how that would work if I combine the episodes. So it'll be a 1 and 1 like I've been doing. I love One Piece. There's a million reasons why. The backstories is just one of the many. So I am very much looking forward to next week. That is about it. I will see you in next episode. Adios.